City getting close. De Vries was hovering around. Now Lee, down he goes into the area, but the referee says play on. And Cashmere Technical are able to clear it. Well, Cashmere Technical getting a 4-0 win at home to Miramar Rangers last week. Wonderful performance from them, but can they carry that on to what should be a big test here at Kiwitea St today? Good conditions too. We've got some nice warm weather. Temperatures around 17, 18 degrees and no chance of rain. Glenn Lama's my name and Fred de Jong's with me for the call on this game. Kia ora, Fred. It's going to be an interesting clash, this one.
Yeah, fascinating game this afternoon. I think when these fixtures lined up through the week, especially given the results last weekend, everyone's looking at this game going, well, I wonder what Cashmere Tech have to offer given their 4-0 victory over Miramar. So plenty of anticipation. But already in these first couple of minutes, Auckland City exerting their dominance, and it looks like Cashmere Tech are going to sit deep and try and soak up pressure and probably try and hit Auckland City on the counter.
Well, Emiliano Tade is starting the game today as well. Interesting to see him. He's been used largely this year from the subs bench, but he's starting today. He's still banging in the goals though, 17 this year. His Tade takes the corner, but it hasn't found a target over the back there. Mario Illich is looming back post there, but couldn't get onto that one. A good test though for Cashmere Technical, isn't it? I mean, they've been looking forward to this clash for a while. I mean, one of the premier teams in the South Island, Christchurch, for a long time, and COVID's kind of ruined them of any opportunity over the last 2 to 3 years. You come up and see what they're made of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this is the test. I think every team in the National League looks at Auckland City and goes, well, that's the gauge on exactly how good we are and where we're placed at the moment. And you know, Cashmere Tech, as you say, had a good Southern Central series, and or Southern series, sorry, and you know, they'll be brimming after their 4-0 victory last weekend, sitting atop of the table.
Absolutely. There's Lee. And it's all the way back to Danny Knight, the experienced keeper for Cashmere Technical. Yes, Cashmere Technical coming second in the Southern League on goal difference to Christchurch United. Very close between those two teams this season. Sneaking away over there, trying to win the ball. Sam Richards. And now, well won by Auckland City again. They'll play their normal game, won't they, Fred? Just try and dominate possession.
Yes, I mean they'll have the ball, or they'll dominate the ball. You'll see a lot of passing across the back of the field through the centre backs, Sam Brotherton and Adam Mitchell, and they'll just move the ball methodically up the park, and then look to the talents of De Vries, Emiliano Tade, Joe Lee, to open up this Cashmere defence. And also, I think what we've seen in recent times with Auckland City as well is they'll sit back, they'll hold the ball back in their own half, pass it around, and then they'll look for a long ball over the top and in behind the opposition defence if there's room there.
Lee, that's a lovely ball into the area. He's won it back, Lee. Mitchell, and now Howison. And here they come again. Brotherton and Mitchell being a real lock on that defensive line this year for Auckland City, who have not been defeated in 2022. It's quite incredible. We're into October now. They've not lost. They have lost once.
I think they lost to Auckland United last game of the season.
Oh, they did. That's right. They do too, didn't they? I don't know what happened there.
Maybe they had a big night the night before.
Probably.
Celebrating the league.
Probably, yeah.
And the Chatham Cup. But no, yes, just the one loss. And then, I mean, when you think about the 3 competitions they've been in, the Northern League, the Chatham Cup, the Oceania Champions League.
Here is a chance, and it's over the top.
Yeah,
Tade usually gets them on target, but not that time.
Yeah, Tade coming in off that left-hand flank. And that's the ball, the run in behind, the ball over the top. You can see it here. Tade just ghosting in behind the back four. Just takes his touch a little bit square, if you'd just taken it diagonally further forward, then I think you would have seen the net bulge.
Here's the corner. Howison. Very close to another one there from Sam Brotherton that time, the former All Whites player.
Yeah, Brotherton on the back post. Rose high, just heads it into the ground. Does everything right, just the direction wrong. Goes at the back there, bang, down. And look for all money, that was going in. But Sam Brotherton just the wrong side of the post.
He did well there, Brotherton, to actually create something from there because there were 4 yellow jumpers round them.
G'day, mate.
But already these defenders are getting a serious workout at the Cashmere Technical end. So Mitchell. Good to see Adam Bell getting an opportunity today. Here he is on the ball. This is just his 4th appearance for Auckland City this season, the 18-year-old. Good to see Albie Riera giving him a chance. Cashmere Technical through Corey Vickers. Well, one again by Auckland City. And now here's Cashmere Technical coming forward through Coughlin. He's the player to watch in the Cashmere Technical team, the Irishman. Pretty experienced player in New Zealand now. Coughlin scoring 27 goals this season.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a good player. You know, he really is the spark in this Cashmere side. Technically very good, got a good turn of speed. And certainly a player that Auckland City would have done a fair bit of homework on. Problem for Cashmere Tech is who else is going to support him? And can they get support into him quickly enough when they're breaking forward?
Well, Matheson with that corner. Back it goes to Richards, who can't get that one on target. Sam Richards starting today. His brother Jacob on the subs bench for Cashmere Technical today. But yes, that corner, everything's got to go right for the opponent playing Auckland City.
And I mean, set plays are a really good opportunity. You know, you can get players forward. You can throw your defenders up there, and have a real go. And obviously from free play, it's much harder because the distances are so much greater. So, you know, expect to see this. This is the interesting part with teams that play Auckland City. How brave are you on the press? And this is where Cashmere have to pick the ball up and now attack.
Play on's the call from the referee there as we saw Matheson go down. Here's De Vries. A little push in the back there from Andrew Storer. Out of Vries, Tade, still running around. No, both of them have spent time away from Auckland City, but here they are all these years later, Fred, still together.
Yeah, they go as a lot of players do in the New Zealand scene. They head off offshore, and then do what they do overseas, try and get a professional gig and try and make a career. And then when they return to New Zealand, you know, a lot of players want to get back into the Auckland City setup, team that wins a lot of trophies. And, you know, the professionalism of the club is very high. And so the players like that. They like being part of that setup.
That's good play from Garriga. He's kind of forced his way into the starting lineup this year, largely through really good Oceania Champions League campaign.
Had a very good Champions League. You know, one of the standout players for Auckland City in that tournament. Really good out of midfield, pushed forward, scored goals. And Joe Lee was also very good in the Champions League. So the whole tournament held out at the OFC Home of Football, out at Ngāhui in St John's up here in Auckland. But yeah, a couple of good performances in that tournament from Garriga and Lee.
Brotherton.
Dylan Manicum also was very good in that tournament.
He scored a couple of cracking goals. No sign of Dylan Manicum today, though. Didn't play last week either. It's Auckland City got great depth as they get the ball back. So no score after the first 11 minutes of this game. And for the meantime, it's Cashmere just happy to hold off a little bit. Chasing through. It's a good play from Tade again. Shifting a little wider this time, and now Adam Bell. The touch on just his 4th appearance this season. Hard to crack the Auckland City starting lineup for young players like Bell, but he's done it today. Here's De Vries. More possession coming for Auckland City off Coughlin. Mitchell and Brotherton, they're like twins, aren't they, the way they play? Here is a nice touch. Elfie Rogers chasing this one, can't keep that one in. There's Aidan Barber-Ryan. That's a good ball. Now Auckland City have to scramble back a little bit here.
And this is the problem. You can see here just the numbers in the box there. All a sea of blue with the odd smattering of yellow.
Yes.
and that's the problem teams face, because one of the things that Alberiera has drilled into this Auckland City team is when they lose the ball, everyone has to get back. So you don't see, maybe historically you've seen 1 or 2 players hanging up front, Tade and the likes staying up front and just waiting for the defenders to pick up possession and then drive and then be in a position to counter-attack. Not anymore. Alberiera says everyone back, everyone behind the ball, everyone looking to press and looking to win possession back. And so for the opposition, it makes it very hard because you have to counter-attack very quickly, and it's those transition moments that become so vital for teams that come to Kiwitea Street and obviously play Auckland City away, and how they set up and how they try and work out how they can score a goal against this team.
Tade almost sneaking through again. Bell. And Illich will seek the safety of Connor Tracy. Cashmere Technical, we saw them press quite effectively that one possession, but since then they've just been happy to hold off. Just play more the territory game as we see De Vries. Give it to Joe Lee. And now De Vries dropping back again. You see multiple positional changes through the game too from key individuals in this Auckland City team. Ryan, Coughlin, and Matheson on this near side up front.
That's good pressure from Cashmere. Just pick your moments to get to press. And I think a key focus is that ball into Mario Illich. You'll see very clearly on screen, you'll see a back 4 for Auckland City with Illich just sitting in front and the little triangle between the 2 centre backs and Illich. And if Cashmere can really press in on Illich, don't allow him to turn on the ball, and in fact don't allow him to receive, then that'll be all the good for Cashmere's cause.
Cashmere take the throw in quickly. Coughlin the target of that throw in. And Tracy has it. Being the #1 keeper, established himself as the #1 keeper now, Connor Tracy. Got Cam Brown lurking as well at the club. Another New Zealand underage player. The Mitchell and Brotherton again. Lee trying to win that one, but got the throw in Auckland City. Taken quickly. Mitchell. Here's Howison. Nice turn from Tade. That's good play. Here's this Rogers. He's onside. Flicks it back to De Vries. Almost sneaking around Alex Ballard there. And now Tyndall it is. Cleared away finally by Cashmere, but it was looming a little.
Yeah. Always when you see Emiliano Tade on the ball in the edge of the penalty area, it's danger for the opposition. Here we see him again.
Tade, there's that pass into Fries, just a touch heavy.
almost on cue. Comes up just the weight of the pass. A little too heavy, but a little quick one too with Cam Howison. He's trying to slip it through to Ryan De Vries. Good movement from Auckland City.
It's nicely won in the air by Garriga. Auckland City got a throw in over the far side of the field. Mitchell. Lee and Adam Bell. Brotherton almost tackling himself on that occasion. Again, the ball through to Garriga there, though. Handled comfortably by Danny Knight, very experienced keeper now. Three-time Chatham Cup winner with this team, Danny Knight. Of course, Cashmere Technical winning the Chatham Cup earlier this year. But then, of course, thanks to COVID, only holding it for a few months.
It was a somewhat depleted Chatham Cup as well.
It was, wasn't it?
Given the...
In fact, the last two Chatham Cup winners are playing each other here, aren't they?
It's a Chatham Cup off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, comes Auckland City again. Howison couldn't get onto that one. Free kick goes Auckland City's way.
I think if you're Dan Schwartz in the Cashmere dugout, 20 minutes gone, 0-0, job done so far. Yes, you've defended well. You've restricted Auckland City to, just one or two sort of half chances. And so I think he'll be sitting reasonably pleased. Probably would like a little bit more going forward, but they have had their opportunities, Cashmere. A couple of set plays, and then also they've been in good positions, and just the final pass lacking as well. So good early signs. Although
Tade just manages to get himself in space there. Just there.
Yeah, exactly. He just drops out of the front line, doesn't he? Finds that little area of space and gets the ball, turns. Really good technique, so it's all one fluid flowing movement. And he's got a very, very good shot, as we've seen over the last numerous years with the goal tally that he's pulled up.
Good ball from Coughlin to Barbara Ryan. Here's Matheson. Richards is looming. Matheson! And that was better from Cashmere Technical.
Very good. Very good. All started with a good, lovely square ball across the halfway, like that one there from Garvin Coughlin. And then ball spread out wide. There was a run on the outside. I think Adam Bell did quite well, the right back for Auckland City, to cover that pass. and then force Matheson to shoot.
Howison, as he often does, switches it. Lee now for Auckland City. He and Richards go at it one-on-one here. And Richards wins the day. Nice clean challenge. Matheson drops back. And here's Coughlin in space. Oh, he had an interesting, that was interesting heads-up play from Coughlin, wasn't it? Caught Tracy off his line there. Just a half a step, Fred.
He's given a good shout. I mean, a couple of feet higher, and I think Connor Tracy could have been struggling. Good vision from Coughlin.
DeVries, nice one-touch passing, gives Howison the chance to get front on. Tade. Lee makes a run now. It's the pass back from Mario Illich, and a corner is conceded by Cashmere Technical. So plenty of yellow jumpers there. Luke Tung, the former Phoenix player, captain today, as Howison takes the corner. It's cleared away by Knight. Illich racing back and is happy to take the throw in. Rogers. Oh, Howison allowed to turn just for a moment there, but now they come away, Cashmere Technical. Too many blue jumpers for Coughlin. Nice control from Richards. Illich is dispossessed and he'll concede the free kick there. Just a little bit wayward that throw-in from Adam Bell.
Yeah, just a sloppy touch here from Illich.
Yeah.
Just shows too much of the ball.
Barbara Ryan, it was on him in a flash. Former Southern striker. So this is Luke Tung coming forward here. Tung to take this free kick. There's a number of 2, 3. There's just about every Auckland City player back behind the ball. He's almost found Coughlin there. Corner for Cashmere Technical.
Yeah, good ball this, whipped in. Good running, and Illich just flicks it out for a corner. Always dangerous.
Yeah, we've got all Auckland City players in the penalty area. Fisted clear by Tracy. Tung just didn't get the bounce on the height right, and now here's Auckland City on the break.
Yeah, look how quickly Auckland City will counter now. Big switch coming.
The referee's going to play advantage there.
Yeah, but yes, everyone back for Auckland City, but then as soon as they win possession, they flood forward. But no, good play again. Good signs, good early signs from Cashmere. They're not just laying down as you'd expect, and they're making a real good fist of this at the moment.
It's a nice play from Bell.
Of course, the difficulty they've got is that you expend a lot of energy playing, running after the ball like this and sitting deep and then moving from side to side as Auckland City move the ball like that. So, and that energy that you expend now really catches up with you towards the end of the game. So to keep this up right throughout the game, very, very difficult.
Bell. See, Declan Tyndall's now switched to this left side now, number 21 for Cashmere. And Richards hasn't put a foot wrong at left back so far in the game, Sam Richards. Younger brother of Jacob.
Yeah, a couple of nice touches, isn't he, so far? He's done well when he's had Joe Lee one-on-one with him. A couple of times he's come away with the ball in those sort of contests. So, made a good start to the game.
Slight breeze blowing behind the backs of Auckland City in this first half. Rogers played all the way back to Brotherton. Adam Mitchell will go direct this time to De Vries. Oh, the bounce back was critical and Cashmere just got there in time. So important to follow through.
Worrying times, isn't it, when the ball's sitting in your own penalty area? It's a race to see who's going to get to it first. And that's the urgency that Cashmere have to show the whole 90 minutes here. They really do need to be desperate in defence. And any ball that's in their own penalty area, they have to be first to it. Otherwise, they're going to pay the price.
Oh, Illich lost the ball there. Not the first time he's lost it in this game. Mitchell tried to clear it. Still there. And it's going to be a free kick for Auckland City. Lee. First touch was a touch heavy, and there we are. Free kick again to Cashmere Technical. Tyndall that time was in the right spot.
Yeah, Lee just a touch late on Tyndall. Just one of those innocuous free kicks that pepper games normally.
Well, last
time, yeah.
I was just saying, the last time Luke Tung was a pretty effective free kick, although that one was 10 metres further upfield.
This one is further back, but you know, a low, flat, driven ball could cause some problems.
And Tracy, nice authoritative play from him. Oh, Rogers out on that left flank. Again, a bit of pressing this time is being applied by Cashmere. And they've won it back. Good work there from Corey Vickers. Good ball to Tyndall. Coughlin's done well to win that. He's going to have a pop. Oh, Illich gets rid of it. Eventually for Auckland City, we're just kind of standing around there for a second there, Fred.
Yeah, just in a decent-sized group, though. And again, numbers back for Auckland City. It's the difficulty that Cashmere face. They have to find a way quickly through that that massive blue.
Tade. It's a great ball to Joe Lee. He's onto it. Might need some support though. Oh, good footwork from Joe Lee. And he wins a corner. He did really well there, Joe Lee, because he was all on his lonesome.
Yeah, through a first dummy. Lovely ball from Tade. Good vision. Just finds Lee with the big diagonal. He tries a little shimmy here. It's this one here that throws Richards. That's a beautiful dummy. Step over. And wins aside the corner. Chance for Brotherton to get forward. Mitchell will be up there as well.
Howison low and flat. Oh, almost worked out there for Garriga, but I think a teammate got in the way. It's good commitment from Samuel Lapsley there. Tade, nice work from Howison. And here's De Vries. That one's blocked as well. Garvin Coughlin. A clever player, isn't he? Knows how to win a free kick.
That's good from Cashmere Tech. Edge of the box. Players just throwing themselves, blocking shots. And again, said it before, that's what they're going to have to keep up for the full game. Can't allow players of the quality of De Vries, Tade, Howison, free shots on goal.
Good work from Tracy. Good, decent ball to Aidan Barber-Ryan again. Auckland City defence needed to be on alert that time, and they were. Pressing a bit this time, Auckland, or rather Cash Tech. Here's Sam Richards.
Yeah, Dan Schwartz there. That's an obvious one. Having a go. There'll be a running battle with the assistant referee on this near side.
Brotherton. No real decent chance in the game yet, although that may change here with Joe Lee. Here's Lee again creating some havoc, but again it's deflected away. Bell. Bell again. Pretty daunting for someone like Adam Bell to come in. He's been hovering in the background pretty much all year, and here he is playing with some pretty high-class players. But that should reassure him as well. Here's one high-class player right here, Cam Howson, got that all-whites recall, remember, earlier on in the year. Rogers created space for Tade. Here's Howson inside the area. Tade trying to link up with his old mate De Vries. Didn't thread the needle that time. And now Coughlin again wins another free kick in midfield.
Yeah, good opportunity for Adam Bell. You see the little turn, and then Coughlin knows that De Vries is going to run across the back of his legs, so just buys the foul. But you say, great opportunity for Bell. You know, it's nice to come in, slip into a side that's doing really well, and so you know.
Yeah, Rogers has done well to keep that in the field of play. Almost found Howison, and in the inner corner is conceded. Great work from Rogers on that left wing side.
I don't know what you've just done, Dean, but we can hear you much better now. You're off mic.
So here's Cam Howison again.
Yeah, the corner count's mounting us.
It is indeed, as Howison takes this one. And Danny Knight was flat-footed that time, but in the end, no harm done. And now Bell has to play a good back pass back here to Tracy. It's Mitchell. Rogers lost it out of play. Lapsley gets a throw in, Sam Lapsley. Storer looking back to Danny Knight. Here come Auckland City pressing a little bit. Good pressure off the ball from Auckland City that time. Howison takes it quickly. Tade. There's Tade with that trademark little flick. Danny Knight's out of position. Gariga just couldn't get it down to the carpet, could he? And now here come Cash Tech, and it's still Declan Tyndall. Here's Coughlin. Coughlin could play, and it's flicked over from Tracy.
Well, that is the best move of the afternoon, or the best chance. Great work from Tyndall. Coughlin, beautiful dummy, sends Mitchell the wrong way, and hard and low into the far corner if he had his time again, Coughlin. But you know, good save from Connor Tracy. Stood tall, parries it away for the corner.
So this is Alex Ballard taking the corner. Tried to go far post that time, and Illich was good enough to clear it this time. Tongue to take the throw in. Poor pass jumped all over by Tade, but Cashmere are able to get it back. Tongue to Coughlin. Oh, hello. Got a yellow card here. Is that going on Vickers? Referee Anthony Riley. Well, it didn't look too much in that one, but clearly something happened after the ball there, Fred.
Yeah, bit of a squawk from Mario Illich. I think that may have been the difference between it being a yellow and not.
So first yellow of the game.
Very similar to a number of fouls that have been throughout the first 38, 39 minutes so far. So I think the referee may be just going, okay, well, it's time to exert a bit of influence on the match. It's a very methodical build-up, isn't it, that Auckland City employ. You see here now, maybe Brotherton goes long forward, but they're not. It's not an explosive sort of build-up play, but very effective.
Yeah, well, it's Brotherton and Mitchell have got this strategy down pat, haven't they? Then Howison drops a little deeper, Rogers pushes a little wider, and all of a sudden some space is created.
Yeah, they make the pitch as big as possible. When you see the players, they are right on the sidelines. You don't see them sort of coming in a metre or two. They are right on the sideline, just trying to expand the pitch, give themselves as much time as possible to receive the pass.
5 minutes out from half-time, still no score in this game. There's Adam Mitchell. Back to Sam Brotherton.
And this is the thing, that you see the little triangle there for Auckland City. Brotherton, Mitchell, Illich. If you really want to press against City, you've got to throw another player forward, because you have to pick up Illich.
Good ball from Lee, that's Gariga. But the moment you push one more player forward, it creates a hole somewhere else, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
the beauty of football, isn't it?
that is the coaches. That's how brave are the coaches.
That's right.
You know, so are you really? We saw last week, Wellington Olympic really took the game to Auckland City and probably should have got more out of that game than they did.
Here's the corner. It flicks over a couple of players, including Sam Brotherton. But job done again for Cashmere Technical. They keep the ball out of the net, which ultimately is all that really matters. Rogers. Auckland City hit the reset button. And now Mitchell. Brother G, you can see him looking at what options could be open. Short passing game this time. Howison gets to throw in. Takes it quickly. Tade onto this one. Deflects back to Illich. Is Tade. Oh, and it's pushed wide by Knight. He took no chances there. It's one of those awkwardly bouncing ones in front of the keeper.
I'm just wondering if that was going to sneak in at the near post.
Yeah.
It looked like it was, and the reaction from Knight suggests that it was. As you say, Glenn, he's taking no chances. He's not going to get embarrassed on his near post there. But again, Tade in those plays on the left, you know, pulls the ball back onto his right always and just whips those shots in.
There's the corner from Tade this time. And again, it was a threatening corner, wasn't it? Rogers. Bell utilises Connor Tracy as we close in on halftime. Just a couple of minutes out. Might get a minute of added time. Certainly won't be much more than that. And what's been this an injury-free first half? Pretty incident-free as well. Howison goes long this time. Oh, De Vries, that was just a half a metre too big, wasn't it? Very close to a cracking direct pass from Howison.
Look for a moment that De Vries hesitated. We popped the parachute a bit. And ball skidded away. Again, it's that Auckland City mixing it up. You know, they do the short passing, slow build up, but then every so often they'll mix it up, long diagonal or long ball over the top for the run.
Nice controlled from De Vries. That was beautiful. Garriga with that ball, and Lee's in space. Just got a little too cute perhaps there. Mind you, there were plenty of yellow jumpers back there. As Garriga looks to create, in fact that's Illich trying to create something again. Appeals for a foul go unanswered. Oh, perfect time to strike is just before half time. Let's see if Auckland City can do just that in the closing stages. With them back in possession and inside Cashmere Technical's half. Beautifully anticipated there. And here comes Lyle Matheson.
He's got to try and hold the ball, see out the half here. Cash Tech done really well for 45 minutes. Now it's just to take a breath, get into the changing rooms, regroup, and then come out for the second 45 minutes. Maybe trying to show a little bit more going forward, but keep up this defensive effort because it's been very good.
So there we are. It's halftime at Kiwitea Street. It's Auckland City 0, Cashmere Technical 0.
Dylan Hobson with the corner kick. Flipped into the near post, and it's won by Birkenhead, and it's in the back of the net. It's Dino Bonica. The home side sees the initiative just before the hour mark. To the delight of the Shepherds Park crowd.
One really does well and on target. What a strike, Petra Buick, fantastic strike. What a run from the substitute. Thoroughly deserved too. She's been quite the star for Canterbury since she's been on, trying to force things. What a fantastic strike by her.
There's a chance now for the Springs on the break, and this could well be the first goal of the game. There's no flag here, and the goal is tucked away by the American Sophia Garcia. And out of nothing, just as I was saying, Harry, that they really weren't firing too many shots, Southern will be very disappointed at how easily they let Garcia in around the back. Garcia, wonderful pass that's almost lifting things up. First goal of the game. This might be another chance. Canham again shoots a little weakly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it's almost going to script that after all the great chances, it's a scuffed shot that bounces awfully for Jesse Barnard, who doesn't adjust. And the opening goal of the game goes not unexpectedly to Danielle Canham, but certainly in a most unexpected fashion.
On the flip side of that one though, Fred, you'd be delighted, wouldn't you, Mauro Donoso having 3 players in the national team.
And here we go, a breakout from the back. Chance here for Springs, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and there's the goal from Rina Hirano. Just breaks open the defence, carries the ball all the way to the keeper, and picks her spot past Jess Barnard, and it's Western Springs 1-0 up.
Dyer will win the race here with Woolley. More confusion though. Southern with a chance now to get back in the match, and they have. Diaz. Well, you talk about Southern gifting chances for Western Springs. That is absolutely handed on a plate. Real confusion. Western Springs at the heart of their defence. And Margarita Diaz does not need a second invite. Well, they've been gifted possession here, Colby. Comes in towards the far post, and in fact it's in the back of the net. Well, that is surprising in the sense that Southern looked as though that was completely under control, but all they've done is stand and watch Sophia Garcia grab her second goal. It's poor defending by Southern. Garcia is gleeful and accepting her header at the far post.
By Joe Poole, and Raboka has managed to find his way past one opponent. He's got Wilkinson just to his left, who's lined up the shot. Oh, that's a fine finish! What a goal by Eddie Wilkinson, set up by Raboka. Christchurch back in business.
It's going to be hectic if they do. That Hewitt. With her left foot.
Yep. Ball.
Oh, lovely ball. And it's in!
It is it!
And they're racing the ball back to halfway. They've got 2 minutes.
Well, Angelique Toisoma has dealt with everything that crosses, shots, and that one she just couldn't keep out. What a ball from Buick.
Well, she's made a great impact coming on, hasn't she?
It's pretty calm on the ball. Oh, lovely turn. That's beautiful from Painenberg. And she released the pass. She does to Colby. Best football of the match so far. To the edge of the penalty area. And that is the best goal of the match. And that is superb. Taparu with the finish. But beautifully crafted. And it all started with Emma Painenberg. What a turn in midfield. And releasing Colby. And again, she found a teammate with the cross.
Donoso hoping that he can get something working better up front. Well, here's an opportunity. Garcia getting in behind. Garcia, good save. Barnard, second opportunity, second bite of the cherry, and it is the substitute Sophia Dyer that doubles Western Springs' lead. Rifles that ball into the roof of the net, and Western Springs lead it by 2.
Counter-attack here. Possession with United, just off the heels of Nathan. Oh, what a strike! And they have got an equaliser, and that is a wonderful snapshot. Really didn't appear to have a lot of time or indeed a lot of room, but a wonderful strike on goal. And they do have the equaliser, and it's Millie Clegg.
Garcia making the run, just inside, there she goes. Garcia around the keeper, should be a goal, well done from Sophia Garcia. She was making 2 or 3 of those runs earlier on that occasion, around the keeper and finished from a tight angle.
You can. And the shot at goal now. And that has found the back of the net. That gave Annie Brook no chance at all.
The Pride really have started this game, the second half. Some urgency. They are the team that's chasing the game at the moment. Lovely ball from Heinenberg releasing Kolpe. Great shot by Kolpe. What a goal! Fantastic goal from Lara Kolpe. Well, 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 that's a wonderful goal, wonderful run, and a fantastic finish. We were talking about the ascendancy with Canterbury Pride, but look at this run from Lara Kolpe. What a finish.
Birkenhead United 1, Christchurch United 1. There's Hobson's corner kick. Morris got it. It's in the back of the net from Everton O'Leary. Birkenhead sees the initiative. They have the lead. And once again, from a defensive set piece, Christchurch United found wanting.
The players that have come in have done a good job, and well, there we go, 4th goal for Auckland United. Just like that.
Ryan Faith will be making sure they tidy that up through training during the week. But no, I think from a quality perspective, they're just
Garcia for the hat-trick, and she has her 3rd goal. Sorry, Harry, but that is a real highlight for Sophia Garcia, who just pulled the trigger, and she is delighted, the American, with a hat-trick in what is now a 6-1 scoreline.
Goal to Western Springs, number 10, Sophia Garcia, and a hat-trick.
Well, here we are, folks, at Kiwitea Street. Hope you enjoyed that big montage of goals. Nothing better than seeing just goal after goal on a football field, back to back to back like that. Let's have a look at the results today so far. And that Birkenhead United performance was pretty decent, actually, over Miramar Rangers. Plucky Miramar Rangers team. But Birkenhead United winning by 4-2. Dane Schnell getting 2 goals. Alex Connor McLean got 1, and Alex Jurgensen got 1 as well. So they were the goal scorers for Birkenhead United. And 1-1 draw between Christchurch and Napier City. That's an interesting result too. Christchurch United have made a slowish start to the National League campaign. Napier City Rovers picking up a point down in the Garden City today. So Birkenhead, 2 wins from 2 games, Fred. Good way to start the season.
Yeah, wonderful. And this is their first outing as a National League club. And so they've started with a hiss and a roar, as have a lot of Auckland teams when you look across both the men's and women's competitions. A lot of the Auckland teams dominating those competitions, sitting up top of those tables, and Birkenhead leading the way at the moment, depending on how Cashmere Tech go in the second half of this Auckland City game. Cashmere Tech with that four goal difference coming into this second round of matches.
And here are the highlights of the first half. Tade sneaking in behind the defence a couple of occasions.
Yeah, lovely touch. Just has to keep his shot down. Try and plant it into the corner.
By the way, Brotherton got a shot there. There were 4 yellow jumpers around him, but he still managed to find a way through there. But then we saw Cashmere Technical get a couple of good chances in the game as well.
Yeah, Cashmere Tech with a couple of, they've had a couple of corners. Tade's been the main protagonist for Auckland City, but this was the best. Not this one, sorry, the next one, I think, when Coughlin's in a similar sort of position. But these were the set plays that almost threatened the Auckland City goal.
Rogers did beautifully this one to create something there and win another corner for his team.
We've seen a lot of these sort of positions. Auckland City getting into wide areas, delivering the ball very flat in the 6-yard box. This is the chance. Coughling just spins Adam Mitchell on his left foot. You'd think hard and low would be a goal. At the other end, it was Emiliano Tade doing most of the attacking for the team in blue.
But we had no goals in this first half here at Kiwitea St. So it's 0-0 between Auckland City and Cashmere Technical, both winners in round 1 last week. And Miramar, slow start for them. Fred, 2 played, 2 lost. It's unusual to see Miramar Rangers on the bottom of a National League table.
Yeah, I was had a chat to a couple of Miramar personnel at the club, and they've been battling the rules and regulations of the competition because you can't change your side, your squad, after July 30, I think June or July 30, and so they've had a number of players go off to US universities, a few injuries, lost a couple other players overseas, and so now they're in a much weakened state. Last week they were missing Watson, he's back, and obviously that gives them more potency. But yes, Miramar are not the force that they have been in recent seasons.
Well, we'll see how they can get going. And we'll see how Auckland City get going in the second half here as Garriga Lee and De Vries. A little korero before the start of the second half. Cashmere Technical playing with that slight breeze in the second half. Good afternoon weather-wise in Auckland, though. Just clouding over a bit now, but wouldn't say summers feel like it coming just yet. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, these players will be really enjoying some nice settled weather as we get the second half underway.
It was certainly better than last weekend's weather. We're down at Michael's Ave, and it was a howling gale, torrential rain. So this is light years ahead of that.
I'll tell you what, did some rugby league from Taupo earlier in the week, and the sleet was certainly, for about 20 minutes, was rather unpleasant to say the least. As we see Cashmere Technical trying to create something here for Tyndall. And now Tade for Auckland City. Play from Brotherton, and now Tade in space on this left wing side. Not much in that challenge, but it was late, so a free kick is conceded.
Yeah, Ballard going in hard on Tade.
It's Mitchell. De Vries just didn't quite enough on that one. Be cut out in the end by Luke Tung. Illich. A little bit of foxing from both teams here on that exchange.
Yeah, Coughling just trying to dummy, let the ball run. Howison also doing the same, trying to buy the throw in.
Rogers, nice touch to Tade. Good control by Samuel Lapsley, but he's lost it eventually. And now De Vries, a little touch into Kariga. Defended well, though, by Cashmere Technical. And Coughlin wins a free hit near the halfway line.
You got to think if the Vickers one is a yellow, then probably this one should be as well.
It won't be, though.
That's what Coughlin's trying, because obviously that means Brotherton's got to be careful and maybe gives him that little bit more space that he can exploit. The referee not interested.
Lapsley. Coughlin dropping a bit deeper this time. Yeah, well, referee is going to say it's a handball.
So I think they should play that quickly. Auckland City remonstrating with the referee. Just get the ball wide there. Wide and in. Yeah.
Referee for today's Anthony Riley. Still, this is from a position we saw in the first half where Tongue drove one in pretty effectively, although Cashmere Technical have spread the defence on this occasion.
You need more bodies if this is where the ball's going to go. I mean, you're talking about a 6v2 scenario.
Yeah, numbers game, it's going to end up with an Auckland City player, but in the end it didn't. And Tracy needed to be pretty switched on there to save that one.
You're not well cleared here by Auckland City. And then the strike comes in. Tracy, who hasn't had much to do, certainly nothing. This is the first time he's touched the ball in the second half. Got down very, very quickly, very well. But Cashmere just enjoying a little period here at the start of the second half. Auckland City haven't really got into their stride. But as is always the case, got to capitalise on these moments.
All night. Under pressure there from Ryan De Vries. Close call there for Danny Knight.
Yeah, just dwelled too long. Poor touch, and De Vries. It's always the case. De Vries was running across as that pass got played, and so he was already heading towards the keeper. So that's that meant the time that Danny Knight had was much reduced. So you just got to be mindful that from where the press is coming from for the goalkeepers, and yeah, that time. A split second more and could have been very, very bad for Cashmere Tech. And that's the one thing they don't want to do. Everyone's working incredibly hard. The team's done very, very well for 50 minutes. And then you don't want to give away a really soft goal. You know, like a silly back pass or, you know, like in that sort of situation, a keeper dwelling too long on the ball. At least make Auckland City create their own goals.
Brotherton. Rogers. Tade. He's just conceded possession to Coughlin. There's Howison bringing Rogers into a bit of space. Howison will take it quickly for Alfie Rogers. Illich. All the way back to Adam Mitchell. Tyndall. Good work from Declan Tyndall. Well, still holding possession is Barbara Ryan, and they still have it. Matheson. It's Coughlin. Always finds a way through, and there's the shot, and it was almost superb by the classy Irishman.
He's pulled this one out of the air here, just drops it down, spins through 2 tackles. Bell and Lee, I think it was. And then looking for that far top corner. Slightly too high, but beautiful technique, beautiful skills from Coughlin.
Yeah, reminding you again, this is his 18th game this year for Cashmere Technical. He scored 27 goals, which is like the strike rate you used to have, Freda, back in the day.
Certainly not. But, not to be too disparaging, but Mosgill's in that lot. So there's a few goals.
There is a few goals.
There's a few goals in Mosgill, you've got to say.
Well, we shouldn't laugh. They'll be back next year, Mosgill. So far, Dan Schwartz pretty happy with his team's performance in the second half. Now Ryan de Vries, and here is Tade with Howison sweeping forward. This is looking likely here for Auckland City. Howison early ball in, and there is the goal, beautifully done. Ryan de Vries opens the scoring. Superb combinations from the attacking trio.
Yeah, lovely counter-attack. Tade carried the ball to the penalty area. Howison had made the run down the left flank, and it was a pinpoint cross to de Vries on the back post. And just as we talked about previously, when you have these moments in the game where you're on top, you have to capitalise. Well, Cashmere Tech have been better through the start of the second half, haven't been able to score, and now get hit by somewhat of a sucker punch down the other end. And now it's all to do for the visitors.
Well, de Vries scores his 12th goal of the year, and this is game number 27 for him. Tade, the leading scorer for Auckland City this season, with 17. But it's like winding the clock back 10 years, isn't it, really? With Tade and de Vries dominating the scoreboard. Well, the scorers for Auckland City. And now, Albert Riera will be feeling a lot more comfortable about life.
It's taken a while to break down this dogged defence that Cashmere have put up. But they've finally been able to do that, and maybe now they can, just work on the quality of their attacking play, because I think that's the next step for this Auckland City side. They need to, they probably need to play at a click higher tempo, because when this side, when they look ahead, they've got a game at the FIFA Club World Cup, and probably that's the most important game on the horizon for them. But to do well in that game, they're going to have to play at a higher tempo than they do here.
They will indeed, and there's a free kick they've been awarded there by referee Riley. Yeah, that Club World Cup next year, February, isn't it, from memory?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Howison. Brotherton. Howison again. Beautiful ball into de Vries from Howison, wasn't it? From that left side, it was magnificently delivered for him. And here comes Howison again. Oh, de Vries, wonderful control. What a pass to Tade. And that would have been an absolute gem if he'd buried that one.
Yeah, on his left foot this time, Tade. Ball gets laid off to him.
Tyndall. Good pressure from Emiliano Tade. Coughlin again. It's a great ball, isn't it? Wonderful player. Tyndall runs at the defence, but his touches let him down a bit there. Alfie Rogers tidies that one pretty comfortably on that occasion. Coughlin gets it off Howison. Good work from Lapsley. Coughlin. And Lapsley's just mustered off the ball by too many blue shirts there.
Yeah, you can see in that passage of play, Coughlin, when he gets the ball around the box, all he's trying to do is create an opportunity for himself to shoot.
Ooh.
You know, it's like trying to play 1-2s to get in a position where he can rip off a shot, and you know, I think, and that's the issue that Cashmere Tech have, that they're so reliant on him up front that you know, if they had another striker of similar ability who could take a bit of the focus away, then they'd be in a much stronger position. But you know, for Auckland City, they can focus on Coughlin and double team him and put real pressure on him and just negate a lot of the attacking prowess that he has.
Here's Mitchell. Half an hour to play. Goal scored by Ryan de Vries in the 54th minute. Storer giving it to Vickers, cut out by Howison, but for once his pass is not accurate, it's out of play. Taken quickly by Cashmere Technical. Lapsley. Here's Richards coming into the attack. Here's Coughlin beating men again. Good challenge coming in. I think that was Adam Mitchell. Nice play from Matheson. Ballard. Poor ball into Matheson that time. Breaks down for Cashmere Technical, so back they go to start again. Coughlin. Yeah, Matheson's not going to get that one. Oh, a bit of depth on the bench today for Auckland City. No subs made by either team so far. Angus Kilcolly is there. Reed Drake. And the old campaigner, Heichel Belanga, is there.
He's back after a few injuries.
He started last week, I see.
Yep.
Still loving his football, still loving this club. Here's Mitchell again. Lee switches play over to Tade. De Vries. Tade continues his run. Tade's got around. Danny Knight just couldn't quite link up for Lee to tap it home.
Yeah, I think Tade's hurt his shoulder here, gone down in the challenge. And just seems to be whether he's popped his shoulder or just wrenched it somewhat. It was a good move on the edge of the box though.
Very typical move between those two, isn't it?
Again, Tade plays and moves, plays and runs, and there, so De Vries just slips it in behind Storer. And Tade's shot obviously not being able to get on target, but yeah, good movement, and just so important for the defensive team there to track the runner. So Tade's going to play the ball and then take off. You've got to stay with him and make it difficult. So even if he gets the ball back, you've got to be there to push him, to lean against him, to affect the challenge. So And that's something that I think that Cashmere Tech have done very well, especially, you've got Andrew Storer and Corey Vickers as the two centre backs. I think their positioning has been very good. A lot of the time we've seen Auckland City get wide and whip the ball in, and it's been Storer and Vickers there to clear the ball. But it's just that they were picked apart by that really good move for the goal, and it was just a peach of a cross from Cam Howison to find the Freese on the back stick.
It looks like Tade might be coming out of the game. And he is indeed. So Reed Drake comes on. Another game for him. He has, I think he's probably played more games than anyone else in the Auckland City lineup this season. 34th game of the year for him today. It's a lot of games across all competitions. Remember, Auckland City played a whole bunch more in the OFC Champions League as well.
As I was talking to Ivan Vuksic at Kiwitea St this morning, as some of the old timers were getting out there to put the goals up and get everything ready for the day, as they do. And he was saying a lot of these players have played a lot of football in the season. And you say that comparatively by New Zealand standards, that is. And he said a few of them are very tired. And so, maybe this is an opportunity for some of the other teams to be a bit more aggressive and press a bit higher up the park and try and unpick this Auckland City outfit.
Well, let's see if Cashmere Technical can continue to do that over these last 25 minutes as Tade tries to get in him to Drake, couldn't find him. In fact, De Vries rather. And De Vries wins it back again. Interesting role for Reed Drake. The cross goes in. Howison. Riga. And here's Drake. So Tade's actually still on the pitch. So we thought that Drake initially was substituted on for Tade, but that's not the case. So either they're playing with 12 players or someone else has gone on, Fred. I suspect it's the latter. Here's Howison. There's Rogers. Nice ball over to Rogers, who feeds Tade. Tade can't hook it over. So another sub is about to be made, and Cashmere Technical going to make their first sub. And on comes Jacob Richards, 22-year-old, former Canterbury United youth player. Bunch of games for Canterbury United in the old New Zealand Premiership as well. He's quite experienced for his age. Played all 5 games in the South Central Series last season. Jacob Richards and played 22 games this season. As Tade onto it again. Barbara Ryan comes off for Richards to come on.
It looks like Illich is the man that's made way. Let's see Gariga just dropping into that number 6 role where Illich normally operates.
Storer. Gariga goes back. And Coughlin gets it. And yeah, he's just pulling the trigger perhaps a little too much at the top of the penalty area at the moment, Fred.
Yeah, I think actually created the opportunity that time, and he's central to the goal. So you're going, okay, you've probably done most of the hard work here, but the shot was well wide and very, very high. So you know, he'll be disappointed in that because he'd done well initially.
Well, it was Adam Bell who lost that one. Cashmere Technical got some time on the ball now. Well, it didn't last too long with Drake pinching that one. And here comes Howison. Nice skills from Cam Howison. Here's Lee making a run at the defence. It's a touch there from Drake. Can't link up there with Tade, who's grabbing that shoulder again.
I think he's shot for the afternoon. You could see he just stretched for the ball and then just clutched at his shoulder. So there's something more serious there, and that's not good to see because he is really, really struggling, Emiliano Tade. Then they pull him up by his arms.
By his shoulder, yeah.
Well done.
Just pull it back. Just put it back in place, Fred. No worries.
That's added another 2 weeks onto his rehab.
Yeah, exactly. Poor old Tade. He's a veteran player now, 34. Still in great nick though, isn't he? Still playing as well as ever. So Kulkoli comes on. Pretty decent replacement.
Yes,
Angus Kulkoli. Well-travelled player. And here is at Auckland City this year. Kulkoli comes on for game number 21 this year for Auckland City. 11 goals he scored. Wearing 9, so he's right at the top there. Good pressure off the ball from Kulkoli there to create that turnover. 20 minutes to play. Goal coming from Ryan de Vries. 9 minutes into the second half. Has the home team ahead by 1-0. If Auckland City go on and win this game. Under pressure here on the ball. We'll have 2 wins from 2 games as Howison gallops forward, as does Rogers. Brotherton.
So difficult for the cameraman here at Kiwitea St. Such a tight ground. You can see how high you are right next to the pitch.
Absolutely.
It's very difficult with the camera
very
almost leaning over the scaffold there.
Yeah, very similar to old Dave Farrington Park as well.
Exactly, yes.
We can assure you that all our camera operators are in safe working conditions, though.
Need a harness. Just lean out.
1-0 it is. Drake takes the throw in and Mitchell hoists, but Lapsley gets it back. Richards can't get it, and now Coughlin. Ballard. Lapsley, and now Luke Tongue. Chance here for Auckland City to press here. Here's Kulkoli putting pressure on Knight. And it works because Auckland City are back in possession. Well, Sam Richards is trying his darnest to win it back there for Cashmere Technical. Nice into play. Here's Drake. Howison, and now Rogers. Little ball for Kulkoli, and Knight has it. Kulkoli with his leg raised will concede the free kick. It's good collie. Lee. Howison, good turn. Mealy gets that defender back pleading a touch. De Vries over to Elfie Rogers. Here's De Vries. This is Drake, De Vries again. Looking for that little 1-2. Beautiful pass, Lee. And what a save from Danny Knight. That was certainly close to being 2-0. As Howison keeps the play going again. Nice control from Drake and Rogers. This time straight at Danny Knight. Good play from Auckland City.
The Auckland City ratcheting up the pressure here. They really are turning the screws, and I think this is a time in the game when potentially Cashmere Tech might be looking and going, okay, there's 15/20 minutes to go. If we are going to give this game a bit of a shake, then we need to find the energy to push forward and create something. But just at the moment, Auckland City are having one of those patches of dominance. Territorially, they're in the ascendancy. And it's just that Cashmere Tech, they just can't hold on to the ball long enough to create any sort of pressure. And just at the moment, it looks like a second goal is somewhat imminent.
Howison. Yeah, really important Cashmere Technical. Don't concede the second as Rogers comes forward. Good play there by Luke Tung, and it's a throw-in. De Vries. Rogers again, and now Howison. And Howison had a strong game today. De Vries. Play pushing forward once again. But this is just playing right into Auckland City's hands. Even if they don't push forward here, it's just soaking up time. Narrowing the window, as they say on Cashmere Technical. Here is, that's Howison's ball. Back to Drake. Drake, oh, he's fred it to Kilcolly. Here's Howison. How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? I don't know, but it hasn't.
Yeah, two really good opportunities in there.
Well, there might still be another one here, but Stora's going to tidy this up. But it's only as far as Ryan De Vries. Now it's been lost. Well, Coughlin just goes for it downfield, and he's found Matheson. Oh!
Gotta be.
That is a penalty. What a turn of events here. With Connor Tracy conceding the penalty. And just like that, it could have been 2-0, and now it's likely to be 1-1.
Yeah, Coughlin spotting the run. Not a great ball from Adam Mitchell. He leaves his keeper stranded, and Connor Tracy comes out. Can have no complaints about that. Made contact with the attacker, and that is a penalty any day of the week. Easy decision for referee Riley. And just as we were saying that it was Auckland City that a second goal was imminent. Boy.
Well, the second goal was imminent. It's going to be to the other side,
down
Fred.
the other end.
Who would have guessed that, though? But you're dead right. It was just all Auckland City.
And just before that, had two really good chances to score. There were big appeals for handball, but I think it was Stora had his arm tucked really tightly against his body. And now this is so important for Cashmere Tech that this goes in.
Well, Coughlin scored from the spot last week against Miramar. He's got to put this in. Oh, he saved it. Hang on. Oh, it's brilliant. Yellow card. Yellow card to Matheson. Well, brilliant stuff from Connor Tracy. First of all, brilliant stop.
Yeah, good save from Tracy. Picks the right way. Hard and low to his right. Gets down. It's not a great penalty, but I think the yellow card's for encroaching.
Well, that must be the only reason. Well, Matheson hit the post with the rebound, Fred. I actually thought Tracy saved that initially as well, and now Matheson's picked up a yellow card. What a disaster there for Cashmere Technical. Well, as we know, to beat the best, you've got to be the best, you've got to beat the best, and you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. And sadly, Cashmere Technical, big chance gone through there.
Gilt edge opportunity to get back, and they've blown it. Yeah, you can see here, Matheson, he's well inside the box. Referee spotted that. That's what the yellow card's for.
Well, props to Connor Tracy. You always got to give the keeper some credit to save a penalty. It's not an easy thing to do, and he's done brilliantly. What about that ball right there from Cam Howison? And the pressure right back on Cashmere Technical again.
And now physically and mentally for Cashmere Tech, it's so difficult because you've been given this lifeline to get back to 1-1. You've thrown it away, and now you have to pick yourself up and mentally get back on top again. And that is tough. To keep doing that, that's why it's so important to score when you get those chances.
Oh, and there is the goal at the other end of the pitch, and it's Adam Mitchell. What a last and dramatic 5 minutes we have just seen here at Kiwitea Street. Adam Mitchell shrugging free of his marker. He's in oodles of space there.
Yeah, completely free. No one picks him up. Just leaving it up to a couple of zone markers inside the 6-yard box. And Adam Mitchell eludes those and has a free header from about 5 metres to probably make the game safe.
Yeah, 5th goal of the year. And wow, Cashmere Tech could have easily been 1-1 right now. And on comes another sub. Kian Donkers, the 18-year-old striker, is on there. An exciting prospect, Kian Donkers. Jacob Richards gets him straight into the action. Taken quickly. Coughlin wins a free kick. So Tung's going to come forward again. And 9 to play. Yeah, this game could be so different right now. Rewind the clock 5 minutes. Could be very different, but it's what we've got at the moment. Storer. Trying again to win the ball. And Tracy's there again to deny. Cashmere Technical. Well, he stopped that one in the first half from Coughlin, and he's had 2 or 3 good stops in the second, including that penalty.
Yeah, ball flicked back inside, and it's Mathiasen again with the header. Just can't seem to get the ball past Connor Tracy today.
Garriga. And free kick conceded by Coughlin this time. Auckland City within sight of yet another victory. Very typical performance from them. Brotherton. Nice run. Good pass to Rogers. Nice one-timer there to Howison. Oh, lovely ball back to Rogers. Nice beaten again. The crossbar saves them. Wow, wow. What a beautiful sweeping move forward again from Auckland City.
And what a ball from Cam Howison here. Look at the weight on this pass. Just fakes the cross. Rogers dinks it over. And the header off the underside of the bar. You can see there, it didn't cross the line and scrambled away. But sweeping move forward from Auckland City. That's them at their best. You know, they get the ball, they burst forward. Some really good technical play with a finish at the end of it. And I think that's, if they can recreate those sort of moments more often, they'll be a really good team.
Flick header this time from, I think, Adam Mitchell again. This time doesn't find the target. Oh. Penalty aside, it's Cashmere Technical these last 15 minutes been under the pump, haven't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the penalty, when you think about it, long ball over the top, you know, not well dealt with by the defence. And then the opportunity sort of presented when Connor Tracy came out. So it wasn't really like it was a constructed penalty out of anything.
Howison.
And I think this is symptomatic of a lot of the games that Auckland City play. They really come to the fore late in the game because the opposition are doing so much work.
Well, there we go again, and there was a chance right on the far post there to Joe Lee, and somehow it went under his feet.
Well, I think credit to the defender. I think the defender's got a touch on this and just put it away from Lee.
Yeah, well done to Sam Richards. You've got good eyes. The glasses perhaps need an upgrade.
Maybe I give Lee the benefit out of being a better player and not missing the ball.
Here's Howison with the corner. It's a low flat one this time. Another corner conceded by Cashmere Technical. In fact, it's going to be a free kick or a goal kick, is it? Regardless, it's going to be Cashmere Technical possession as Danny Knight restarts play quickly. Switch of play over to Matheson, and there's a foul from De Vries. Play on is the call, actually, and Tongue is not going to catch up with that one, so they're going to come back.
De Vries just putting his leg across. Again, regulation sort of foul. It's probably a good foul to give away, given Matheson was heading goalwards, or heading towards the penalty area. You see the energy levels for Cashmere Tech just a bit depressed at the moment.
Let's see if they can grab something out of this. Cleared away by Mitchell. And another free kick.
Yeah, one of the Cash Tech players just straying offside from the flick on. That's what the free kick is.
Looks like we might get a late substitution in the game. Aidan Carey's been on for a while now for Auckland City, and on comes one of the young players in the Cashmere team. In fact, the youngest player in their team, Yusuf Van Dam, just 17 years of age. Going to get some action. Again, an exciting prospect, even had some action in last year's South Central Series. Even though Auckland City have played well over these last 20 minutes, brilliantly. In fact, Aidan Carey's earned his paycheck today, hasn't he, with a few good stops and that penalty. He really hasn't put a foot wrong at the back today. It's Donkers giving away the free kick. Gariga, good work.
And that's the ball they got to win. You know, if you are going to press, you've got 3 or 4 bodies around. Gariga in that instance, you've got to come away with possession. Can't allow him to wriggle free, because then now you're faced with, you know, a 30, 40 metre run to get back goal side.
Offside play from Angus Kilcolly. Rogers picks up a loose ball, and now Gariga. A little untidy from Auckland City, under a bit of off-the-ball pressure this time from Cash Tech. Matheson. Coughlin comes into the edge of the area and safely deflected away this time by Auckland City. It's Coughlin again looking to create something. And it's going to be a goal kick. Good work by Gariga there. He did well to scramble. We'll keep that in the field of play. He thought a corner might have been conceded. Didn't want to. Playing right to the end of the game.
Does well for Auckland City. Gariga just works very hard in the middle of the park. And typically he's a little bit further forward, and he's always trying to get into the penalty area, making these runs from midfield in behind the opposition defence. Those long runs, they're 40, 50 metre runs to get on the end of the balls over the top. You see here, now he's dropped into that number 6 role that normally is Mario Illich's domain. He's still working very hard for the cause. He's trying to break up play and screen the back 4.
So we tick over the 90 minutes, and we have 4 minutes of added time in this game. Carey plays it back to Mitchell. Brotherton goes long this time. Can't find Angus Kilcolly. Howison. De Vries picks up the loose ball. Maybe one more for Auckland City. Foul on Ryan De Vries.
You can see De Vries moves with the ball, just trying to shield the ball. Had the opportunity to get rid of it, and then the tackle comes, and the stud's just running down the calf of Ryan De Vries. Somewhat painful. But it's been interesting. I mean, when you look at from the perspective of the league in entirety, you know, how Cashmere Tech are how they're gonna shape up against the other teams in this competition. Obviously, Auckland City are going to be there or thereabouts. Top 2 going into the final at the end of the comp. But, you know, Cashmere Tech, I think they've shown enough here to say that they are going to, you know, be difficult to beat, and they'll have their moments in this competition. It'll be interesting. I think when they match up against Auckland United and Melville, those are going to be, you know, interesting competitions. Those are going to be interesting contests. As we said, you know, the Auckland team's dominating both these competitions, men's and women's. So it'll be good to see the Christchurch team, you know, do well.
De Vries. Howison. Terrific game from Cam Howison. Ryan De Vries. Emiliano Tade, although he left with that injured shoulder. It's Aidan Carey over there. It's good pressure off the ball by Kean Donkers. Carey, another young player coming through the Auckland City system, who's doing plenty of football in the top team this season. Coughlin. Lovely ball into Donkers. Riga scrambles it clear, but it's still in Cashmere Technical's possession as Tongue gets a pass from Lapsley. Now Coughlin again. Good switch. Nice play into the area. All positive this time from Cashmere Technical, but Carey has proved a big force today, and that's going to get it done for Auckland City. They win their second straight game to start the National League. 2 goals in the second half to Ryan De Vries and to Adam Mitchell, and Auckland City get the job done over Cashmere Technical by 2-0. Goals coming in the 54th and the 80th minutes. And let's check out all the results from today so far, and here they are. Christchurch United 1, Napier City Rovers 1. The Napier City Rovers staying unbeaten. Miramar going down 4-2 at home to Birkenhead United, who have made a terrific start with 2 straight wins, as has Auckland City with that 2-0 win over Cashmere Technical. So Birkenhead United and Auckland City, the early front runners, Fred. And there they are on top with the maximum 6 points.
Yeah, good performance from Auckland City. I mean, Cashmere Tech sort of huffed and puffed a bit. Had the chance to get back to 1-1 with the penalty. Need to put your chances away. But Auckland City, you'll see them just slowly. Well, they're at the top of the leaderboard now. They'll more than likely stay there. Birkenhead have started the competition really, really well. Had a good win last weekend and back it up again today. So, you know, good to see them doing well, and great to see Napier City Rovers back into the National League for the first time in a long time, and terrific to see them starting the competition well.
So here are tomorrow's games. Phoenix Reserves hosting Auckland United, and just keep your eye on Wellington Olympic too, the Central League champions for this year, having played Auckland City in their first game. I think the best from them is coming in this competition. That's going to be a good away test for them, actually, against Melville and Hamilton, Fred.
Yeah, that'll be a great game. I think that you know, Olympic should have done better, should have got a result out of the Auckland City game. You know, at least a point from that game with the chances that they created, and Melville lost with the last kick of the game against Auckland United last weekend. So 2 teams that sitting on 0 points, but 2 teams that could have actually done much better last week points-wise.
And just a reminder too, tomorrow it's the first home game for the Wellington Phoenix against Adelaide, and that's live on Sky Sport 2 tomorrow afternoon. And also don't forget too, the Football Ferns play tomorrow night against Japan up, and we'll have that game too tomorrow night on Sky at 7 o'clock. So plenty of football to come this weekend. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, folks. For not only this game, but the earlier game as well, which Birkenhead United won over Miramar. But in this game here, Auckland City, too good for Cashmere Technical, 2-0 on behalf of the entire team. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.